Pisces. Let's get into a reading. So I have an unusual unfolding of events that is leading to the reading that I'm doing today. So I got home late last night, which is rare for me. I'm usually in bed by 8:30, and I didn't go crawling into bed till about 11 or 12. And I usually meditate when I'm trying to go to sleep. And sometimes it will work wonders. Sometimes it will be the reason that I'm up and down all night. Some people tend to sleepwalk, sleep eat. I sleep channel. So I wake up this morning to notes that I had written down while I was half asleep around midnight last night. It says 12:12, so it must have been 12:12. But I'm going to bring in that energy and I want to see what's coming out, okay? Friendly reminder, Patreon members and channel members get to see these readings first, always. Oh, and anything I offer, check out my website, SiriusTarotCo. That's the only place you can get things through me. So whoever's energy I'm bringing in, there is an avoidant personality, but this is going to be a very specific message, and this is not going to resonate with everyone, so please do not make the shoe fit. I feel like both of you have an avoidant personality. I feel like whoever this connection is that I'm bringing in, there is an understanding of, well, that hurts too much. Let's not talk about that. You got hurt, I got hurt. Let's just act like it didn't even happen. I feel like there is a little bit of like sweeping stuff under the rug. And I even think you and this person have the tendency to butt heads instead of being able to discuss things and figure it out and use each other as a soundboard. They're showing me two bulls. So I feel like this person is wanting your respect. That is something that I ended up writing down this morning because it's just literally flowing out of me. So I feel that this is, someone needs to hear this. I feel like this person wants your respect, but I feel like what they classify as respect could be them having control. Well, I want you to respect me. Okay, perfect. But that doesn't mean that you're always going to be in charge or you're always going to have the last say. So I do, again, think that there is a little bit of like butting heads, trying to sweep things under the rug. So for some of you, this is a connection that you're in. Some of you, this is a separation. But I think that there is an awareness that the way that we've been handling this connection isn't working. Sweeping it under the rug isn't working. Ignoring it and acting like it didn't happen, it isn't working. Both of you enjoy this very single, independent, free energy. It's like you both want to be independent. You want to be abundant. You want to be confident. You want to be thriving and vibing on your own. But there's also a part of both of you that's like, but I don't like when I'm not around you. So this could be a situationship. This could be the type of connection or dynamic where there's a little bit of gray area, like a little bit of fogginess where you guys can't really see necessarily to the future. It's a little confusing. There could be a lot of chemistry here, but the chemistry could set you up to look over red flags that you need to acknowledge, okay? There's a cautionary aspect to this person in this dynamic. And again, I think it's both of you matching each other's personalities so much so that it's hard to fix things and it's hard to figure it out if neither one of you are willing to start the conversation, do the hard thing first. And you can't chase someone if they're going to continue to run. Run, Forrest, run. I'll meet you on the other side of the country when you get there. Now, when I went to go start this reading again, I had seen 12:12 and I kept hearing the song Jealous singing. It's Jealous. I think his name's Labyrinth. I probably just got that wrong. I'm sorry if I did. But what I keep hearing is, I'd always thought you'd come back, tell me all you found was heartbreak and misery. So I feel like this person wanted you to not necessarily fail. I didn't want you to fly though. Like I wanted you to come back and be like, you know, I've never met anyone like you. I really want this with you. I'm gonna be honest, I think there's a little bit of a begging aspect. I think someone that you're energetically attached to, again, has an avoidant personality, and you do as well. You have some sense of an aspect of an avoidant personality where you guys have allowed an issue, a conflict, a disagreement to tumble into something bigger than it should be. And this person could have been very prideful to the point where it was like, well, it's only a matter of time before you come back and say, oh, I'm sorry, I left. I should have you on this pedestal now. Nobody's ever going to be able to replace you on that pedestal. And I'm not saying that that's not a true statement. I'm just saying that if this person wanted you to come in that form or that fashion, that could show a little bit of codependency on their part, wanting you to depend on them, maybe emotionally, for some of you physically. It's like they wanted you to be dependent and you weren't. So they could be feeling a lot of jealousy for how they perceive you right now. So this person perceives you as someone who doesn't really care. It's like, I thought you were going to be lost, you were going to be miserable, you thriving, you vibing, you healed, you left. I thought you were going to have a hard time making the bills, you done moved countries. How are you doing this? And again, that could be a red flag here, because I do think that there is a lot of learning happening in this connection. But I do think that one of the main problems is that this person wants your respect, but maybe what they deem as respect isn't respect. It's control. It's them being in charge. Interesting. Now, patience had come out in your pre-shuffle. So something is unfolding in divine timing here. What is that? Yeah, there will be some sense of collaboration, okay? And it could actually be coming in very quickly. So we've got a lot of threes here, okay? I've got 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, 3 of Swords. There is some sense of sadness and disappointment around a dynamic or collaboration. Friendship had also popped up in your pre-shuffle. Someone could be wanting to approach you or come towards you. There could be a waiting aspect. Yeah, you could be waiting for some sense of victory, success, or recognition. That could have you holding back your energy, your time, your effort. That could also have you in a little bit of a waiting energy, not waiting so much as like, please hurry up, I'm waiting for you to love me, but it's a little bit of, I'm gonna turn my back on this. If it comes, awesome, but I'm not gonna sit here and wait. Example, if you put brownies in the oven, are you gonna stand there and watch the brownies rise and actually cook? No, because it's gonna take longer. Walk away, go find something to do, go take a shower, go be productive, and before you know it, boom, there it is. That's your energy when it comes to this connection. I don't think you've given up. I just think that you're wanting to see it through a different eye, through a different lens. I want success, I want victory, I want to be recognized. They see you as someone who, oh God. They see you as someone who's possibly snuck away. You could have snuck away from this person. You could have ghosted. You could have dipped out and disappeared. There could be something here with this person. Give me something. Uh-oh. What'd you do? Yeah. This person sees you as someone who dipped out. They see you as someone who dipped out because you don't feel that something is fair, something is just. There is going to be communication here. There's been deep self-reflection on both sides. You've been deeply self-reflecting, and so has this person. And again, I feel like this person doesn't feel respected by you, but I feel like you don't feel respected by them. And there is just a little bit of like, let's tweak this. There's a conversation, a specific conversation that needs to be had. Something that you guys maybe butt heads over, or you keep sweeping under the rug. For some of you, this is a conversation with a partner that you're scared is going to end the connection forever. For some of you, it's just it's something as simple as, you know what, I got a bruise. This hurt you, this hurt me. And when we talk about it, it feels like we're pushing on the bruise, and I don't like the way it feels, you don't like the way it feels, so why don't we just ignore it? When we do that, there are feelings and emotions and even maybe fantasies that we will tell ourselves, oh, well, this is going to happen because you know that this happened, when in reality, a simple conversation might make us feel better, might help us see it through a different lens, through a different view. So This person could see you as someone who walked away because you didn't feel like something was fair. You felt like something was unfair, unjust. But they think it's like you didn't really close the chapter though. Like you didn't call me up and say, hey, listen, I'm never talking to you again. Have a nice life. Love you. Bye. You didn't do that. You just kind of deleted. I'm deleting everything. I'm blocking. I'm running away. That's what I'm getting. So for some of you, someone could have ran away. And it could be because they felt that something was very, very, very unfair. And it could have allowed that person to then focus on their self in a different form or fashion. And again, wanting to be recognized, wanting to be viewed in a certain form. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. There's some sense of like disappointment. Whose disappointment is this? Is this theirs or yours? So there's lack of truth, lack of clarity, somebody held back is what happens. Someone is disappointed in the fact that they didn't receive an offer. Someone's disappointed that they didn't extend an offer. There should have been truth or clarity brought to the surface so a new beginning could be had, but maybe someone didn't see everything clearly. Maybe someone was incapable of having that conversation with you then as well. There's definitely an energy here of, I don't mean to hurt you when I don't do things that you maybe need me to do. But I don't think that this person's at a place either where it's like, well, let me win this at all costs. Does that make sense? Yeah, holding back, feeling burdened. This person's indecisive right now. So at this moment, this person is keeping a lot, their thoughts, their feelings, their emotions, everything really close to their chest. They're kind of evaluating it in their mind. It's funny, I'm seeing someone even kind of arguing with themselves with no one around. Now, I do this too. I will have conversations with myself because I'm a little crazy. I will have conversations with myself, and I feel like this person's doing that too, where they'll have a conversation in their head and then they'll answer it and be like, wait. But I feel like they're working that out to do with you. Does that make sense? Okay. So after some time, I'm seeing, a season or two, few months, maybe even a few years, this person is going to get some sort of recognition that they feel burdened by holding something back. Now, this could have been something as simple as, I wish I would have said this. This is the one sentence I need to say and I didn't say it. I need to get this off my chest. It could be something as simple as that. That could be about what they want, what they're feeling, anything of that sort, okay? At this moment, at this time, it's funny, I just heard October 2nd, which is going to be on a Monday. So something could happen on October 2nd. I don't know if you guys are going to see this reading before then, but there is an indecisive juggling energy of what should I choose? Where should I go? Should I go down that path? Should I stay on this path? I mean, I can go down that path. Imagine you're on the interstate. This person's getting close to being able to pick an exit. The exit's coming up. Am I getting off or am I going to keep going? That's where they're at right now. Am I going to get off and have a conversation with you about this? Or am I going to keep going and allow disappointment, regrets, and sadness around that to grow? Because that's what's going to happen. And then eventually this person will either swallow it and die with all those emotions and feelings, or they will come in when it's way too late and you're going to be so emotionless at that point, you're going to be like, why are you even here? I don't understand why you're calling me now. So this person's got to make a choice. And it has everything to do with giving and receiving in a divine time aspect. So how is this person feeling for you? Feeling very conflicted. So we have two aces. They do want a new beginning. They want a new beginning that's stable, passionate, fun, creative. I want to let my hair down and live a little. That's the energy I'm getting. And they want consistency in that. Like, I don't want to see you this week and you disappear for 3 months and me not talk to you. No, let's get consistency. I will see you twice a week for forever, okay? That's where this person's getting to, but they haven't really pulled the trigger, so to speak. What is keeping them in limbo land? Okay, so they could be spying on you. They could be seeing that there's some sense of wounded aspect or sad and disappointed aspect around something. Okay, for some of you, I'm getting hot all of a sudden. For some of you, this person is scared that you're not ready. For some of you, this person is recognizing or can see, whether it's just seeing in your eyes and pictures, snooping and seeing the things that you're sharing. There's some sense of sadness and disappointment that this person can see clear as day, and they're gaining information from that. And it has something to do with a wounded energy, but you not wanting to give up. I'm a fighter. I'm a survivor. And what do survivors do? They might get shot, but they're going to get back up and they're going to keep going. The only people who lay there are the people who's going to get eaten. We ain't doing that. But this person could be unsure this person could be unsure how open you are to having everything with them. And even if they're able to speak the truth that they need to speak around sadness and disappointment. I mean, I can look at you all day and say, I've missed you, but does that really hit the nail in the head of how much I've missed you, how much you not being in my presence has impacted me? Because those are two different conversations. You're going to get two different emotions from that, okay? That's what I'm getting here. So this person could be a little confused on whether they can actually be vulnerable in that form, in that fashion. Now, this person does have the want, the urge, the need, so to speak, to start new beginnings with you. And I mean, we got an Ace of Cups, we got an Ace of Wands, we got an Ace of Pentacles. So those are new beginnings where there's stability, consistency, a foundation, love, new experiences, passion, creative energy. Yeah. So again, this person could be seeing that, okay, so for some of you, this person feels like there's so much sadness and disappointment that no matter what they give, they're never going to get the version of you that they would like. So here's the thing. It's like if we've got water under the bridge, if there's been, again, that avoidant personality where it's like, I'm going to avoid this, you're going to avoid this, but let's just keep avoiding it, whatever. Well, that's only going to do two things. That's either going to continue to build resentment and then there's going to be an explosion, or it's just going to kind of push you guys apart, and eventually there will be an unspoken, we can't do this because we obviously can't have a conversation about what we need to. This person is recognizing that there is a sadness and disappointment that you might have a hard time letting go of, feeling really wounded in this connection. And although you don't want to give up, it's making you a little more rigid, a little more unsure, a little more, no, I don't want to use that word. Thank you for that word though. They told me damaged. I'm not saying damaged because I don't think you damaged. You got a little bit of wear and tear on you. That's okay. The best houses do. I mean, they don't buy houses and then tear them down because they have a little bit of character. I do think that this connection brought character to you. It helped grow you. It helped evolve you. It hurt. There's sadness. There's disappointment. There's heartbreak. This person, again, could even be saying, oh, wow, I made you really sad because I didn't do this, or I really disappointed you because I didn't do this. And this could be you sharing songs, you sharing memes. If you dipped out and completely did a 180 or whatever it is, and you're not even acting like you used to, is that because of me? Did I make you so sad and disappointed that not only can you not believe in giving and receiving, but you sure as hell ain't gonna give and receive to me? Am I the reason for that? So this person could be a little unsure. Okay, let's get a little bit of what this person's feeling and thinking. I want you. I feel you even though we are apart. I'm not financially stable. This person feels like they can be their self with you. I am who I want to be when I'm around you. They feel like you don't judge them. They feel like you understand them. I feel like that's a personality trait that you have. They told me that that's not different for you. That is a personality trait that you have where you're able to understand people and not judge them. There could be a little immaturity that this person feels like you have the tendency to show when you get sad and disappointed. So this person could feel like you have the tendency to act very unstable, unbalanced, and very immature when you don't get your way. Okay? I'm just going to throw that out there as well. Why do they feel that? Why do they feel that you're immature and all of that when you don't get your way because of some sense of burden. Okay, give me more. Message of truth, message of bad news. So this is what's happened. There is a burdensome energy. It's like in their mind, you're not being very mature about this. That's what this person would say to you. But you would then respond, well, the reason you feel so burdened and you feel like you need to sit here and question all this and go over this in your head and stalk me on social media and do all those little things is because you feel like there's something you're looking for. There's obviously clarity that you need. So if I'm that immature and I'm that unstable, why are you just not letting that be the end goal? I'm that immature, I'm that unstable. When in reality, I don't think that that's the truth. I think that there's an inquisitive energy that this person has because there's something that they need to learn, and it's a burden that they're carrying, and the burden has to do with, it isn't just you wanting what you want, it's them too. You guys are mirroring one another, and this person wants to look at you and be like, well, you're kind of being the problem. You're being very irrational. You're not wanting to compromise with me. When in reality, maybe they're asking you to compromise a part of yourself, a part of your values, a part of your morals, something that you don't want to compromise. And yet it's burdening them. Why? Because they're not getting what they want. But in the same reality, I would argue that the energy that they are kind of projecting onto you is the energy that they're showing. You're being selfish. Am I, or are you being selfish? Because maybe, just maybe, you're feeling like you need to be selfish because you feel like, again, well, if I sacrifice this or I give this up, what more are you going to ask from me? So there, again, needs to be a conversation with truth. I mean, I'm talking bluntness. I mean, like, literally, let's look at each other and say, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, but we have to have this hard conversation because this back and forth, this unsureness, it ain't helping neither one of us. And they're feeling burdened. You're feeling burdened. Both of you are wanting to be winners, but both of you are losing. Because again, y'all want what you want. You guys hate being without one another. But you guys also thrive being in that independent, single, abundant energy. And that's the problem here, is both of you want to win. And together you could win if you work together. If we really try to do this ebb and flow, I'll help you, you help me, it's possible. But if we're going to stand in front of one another and be like, well, you told me that you weren't going to make time for me, so you're the problem. Maybe they can't right now. And that's when you have to say, okay, you can't make time for me. That's fine. When you can, hit me up. Awesome. Perfect. But this person can't say that you're immature if then you take your energy back. You told them, hey, this is what I want. Can we do this? You told me no. You placed a boundary with me. So now I've got to take my energy back. That doesn't make you selfish. That doesn't make you immature. That doesn't make you unstable or unbalanced. And that's where their perspective has to shift, because they see a little bit of like a tit for tat. And that's that whole, well, you should respect me. Well, you should quit assuming that you deserve respect when you're not necessarily respecting me or what I need. I told you that I need this. I told you I want to spend time with you. You told me you don't have time. Okay, I respect that. You don't have time. That's fine. I'm not going to beg. And I feel like this person really thought you were going to get in the energy of like begging. Please give to me. Please. No. Come on now. Just give to me. Just do this. And you didn't do that. And I think it's got this person feeling a certain type of way. And there's, again, an inquisitive energy on this person's part where I think they're going to blame you. But then there's going to be an energetic shift where they're going to be able to see, wait a second. We both are wanting to win. That's why both of us are losing. You're wanting to win something specific. They're wanting to win something specific. That's why we're losing. Because at the end of the day, you both want the same thing. You both want to be with each other. You both want to be in each other's presence. It's when you get down to the nitty gritty of what that looks like, who's going to know, who isn't going to know. That's when things get complicated. And I think if you guys can really get to a place where it's like, hey, let's have a conversation about what we're expecting, what we're wanting, and just take it honestly, footstep by footstep, like let's one foot in front of the other. I think you guys could figure it out. But again, if this person wants to sit here and be like, well, this is the reason it's not fair, this is the reason you don't have what you have, is because you're playing unfair. Am I playing unfair, or are we doing tit for tat and I decided to tit for tat? So I think this person needs to take it a step back and look at their self in a way that maybe is going to make them uncomfortable, but I really do think that it's necessary. This person's really jealous of anyone who has the ability to be in your presence. I was not ready for a commitment. You are commitment material. I don't know when these turned. I want to grow this. I'm unsure where to start and if you're on board. The memories of you and I stay on my mind. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, neither one of you can let it go. But we have to quit getting to a place where it's like, but no, this is what I want. And they're also like, but no, I'm not giving that. Okay, well, that's fine. Then both of you are going to have to go without. Let's see if this person how does that make them feel? Thinking about the fact that they would have to go without you. It makes them want to maybe open up more than what they're used to. They have been manifesting some sense of balance. They could even be guarded about the fact that they're trying to manifest you in an energetic way. Yeah, see, and this is the thing is I feel like this person, it's a you first. No, you do it first. You step up first. You prove to me first. And that's going to be the reason, yeah, this person does want some sense of investment. But if they can't get to the place where they're willing to communicate and open up and take those leaps and those plunges, they're not going to get what they want. And I really do think that there's something this person's learning in this about their self. Not even necessarily about you. It's about their self. When it comes to them wanting to be so respected and so in control that they're actually taking what they want right out of their hand. This person's kind of throwing a little bit of a tantrum, to be honest with you. Yeah, because they're sad and disappointed. They're sad and disappointed because of an ending. They are feeling left out, and it's like, no, you have to come to me. That's how this person's thinking and feeling. This person's throwing a tantrum is what's happening. I mean, they're sad, they're disappointed, their heart broke over an ending that you could have brought. It could have been an ending that they didn't expect, an ending that they didn't want, an ending that needed to happen. But in the same sense, it's like, but I was in my comfort zone. Why you got to go messing stuff up? And now they're feeling left out in the cold. And that's why it's like, but I'm fine. Are you? Are you fine? No, because they're energetically manifesting you back. You know, it's interesting. I feel like this person's energetically manifesting you back in a very guarded way. I don't want to make the first move. I don't want to reach out to you. I don't want to call you. But I'm going to energetically try to manifest you to call me or reach out to me. I don't think it's going to work. I feel like energetically, you're at an Empress level. They're at a King level, which means it's their place to take the action. And if not, that's going to be a lesson that they're going to learn, is that their guardedness, their defensiveness is going to get them nothing more than on the other side of a castle by themselves. Imagine having so much money that you build a castle, yet you shut everyone out, and the only person you have behind the wall is yourself. How much fun is that? It isn't fun. But again, this person feels not only so addicted to you, this person feels very overwhelmed, and I would even say a little intimidated. There's just a lot of energy that this person's very uncomfortable with. They feel like you could also be collaborating with someone in the background that they don't know about. That's going to be for some of you. I'm telling you, this person really does feel like it's your place to make it work, to fix it. And if they're not careful, they're going to regret allowing this to get out of control. They're going to have sadness and disappointment. And even when this person gets truth and clarity on what they want after some time, they're going to still be riddled in fear. and they're going to live more in the memories than in actual reality. It's like, even when this person knows the truth, they're still going to fight the truth. I want you to make the first move. I want you to prove. I want you to do A, B, C, or D. You and this person has mirrored each other so much that I honestly think it's a little bit of a problem. So this person's really mad. This person's really, really mad. They're sad and disappointed about some sort of ending where they feel left out, they feel sad, they feel alone, they feel disappointed, they feel rejected, they feel abandoned. If you left them, it triggered them so much so where it's like, but no, you left me. You don't want me. When in reality, why did you leave? Did they ask themselves that? Did they ask themselves, why did Pisces leave? Is it because I'm expecting to have my cake and eat it too? Is it because I'm expecting to get my way all the time, but yet when Pisces wants their way, hell no. But again, this person's not doing that. This person's looking at you and saying, I can't believe you walked away. What do you mean? I wanted to grow with you. I know I didn't say that, but you should have known that. That's this person's energy. Again, that avoidant personality. And you guys are going to continue to butt heads unless this person's willing to grow and evolve. I've been talking to my family and my friends about you. That's been coming out a lot. You're helping a side of me heal I never thought I'd be able to heal. Interesting. Give me one more for this connection and dynamic, and we're going to wrap this up. This person is in your life to teach you a lesson. There could be a second chance coming back because this person is longing for you. Just know that if this person does come back for a second chance, you're going to be protected. Just listen to your intuition. If you feel like you shouldn't accept it, don't. If you feel like you should, do. You are protected. Anything that is going to happen is meant to happen. You're not going to get put on a path that you're not meant to be on. Promise. Spirit is like a mom or a dad. As soon as they know something's going on, they go real quick. Unless you had a crappy mom or dad. So I'm going to leave that here. Just know that this person could be longing for some sort of second chance to figure this out with you, but they are wanting you to approach them first. So, are you going to? That's the question. Okay, I'm going to leave this here. Have a blessed day.